Hallo everyone. Guten Morgen, guten Abend. Könnt ihr mich hören? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Okay. So let's give a couple of more minutes for others to join, and then we will get started. Yeah. So we are just giving a couple of minutes for everyone to join, and then we will get started in another 1 minute. Okay. So Um, I hope I'm already live now. Yeah, so I can see some response. Okay, good. Nice. So you guys, you're able to hear me, right? Guten Morgen. Okay, so today in this class, we are going to learn something which will be, very, very important as far as your communication till A1 is concerned. And it will help you to grow past A1 because this is something which is at the junction, I would say, between A1 and A2. Once you learn this concept, then you will be able to express yourself for the thing that you have done in past or you have just finished. Okay, so without wasting time now, let's get started. Okay, let me share my screen. I hope you guys are able to see already what I'm sharing. Yeah, cool. Let me jump directly. All right. So here we will see the perfect form, okay, and the past form of verb, and we will also learn the conjugation in this class. Okay, yeah. So let's take one example, and then we will get started. Okay. For example, we have learned till now. Let me just change this. For example, we have learned sentences like "I eat an apple." Okay. Okay. This form you have already learned. Okay, but we have not learned something like I have eaten an apple. So this means that you have just finished eating that apple, right? And that is something which we will learn. And also, like, I ate an apple. Okay, these three things we will see in this class. This we have already learned, right? So this form perfect, and this is called Präteritum. Präteritum. This form we will learn. Okay, this is also important because with this we will be left with only few things to cover in A1, right? And then I will explain, the how to take the exam for A1. Yeah, all right. So first of all, see how we will do conjugation. Let's take one simple verb. Let me rub this, and then I will explain you. Okay, first little bit of explanation, and then we will do conjugation and practice few 5 or 6 verbs, and that will be it. All right. Let me select. Just give me a second. Hmm. All right. Cool. Yeah. So let's start now. Okay. So before I just give start giving you guys example, are you able to hear me clearly? Whatever I am telling, what is happening? Just give me a second. Some technical glitch. What is this? Just bear with me. I'll fix this. Yeah. Cool. So now, like I'm saying, I am Kundan, right? So first verb that we saw was sein, right? Sein is to be, right? And how it will be like in perfect, right? How it will be in past, that we will see. Okay. And also with haben, like we have learned this is habe, du hast, er, sie, es, hat, right? So how this will be in Präteritum, that also we will see. Okay. So now let us take one simple example and then we will start. Okay. So for example, let me go by A1 syllabus, and then it should not happen that I start teaching you something which is out of box. Okay. All right. So I give you an apple. Okay. This simple sentence, let us see. So in general, we have already learned this, right? To give is what? Given, right? Given is to give, right? And now how we will do the conjugation in present form we have already seen, right? So see, remove this and accordingly put the, the thing. For example, with is, you have to put e, with do, st, args, te. Let me just quickly go down. And here en, here te, here en, right? So given, and I told you that this category e will change to I, right? So given, for what it will change? Only for do and args, right? These three and do, it will change. Remaining, it will not change. So if I'm talking about I give, right? This will become is gave, right? Just what you have to do, add here. Given was their main verb. Okay, remove the ending en, put here gave. But do, here this e will change to I. So here do gives. Okay, a gift, something like that. And this will be same. ARGS will remain the same. And here no change. Change will occur only in the case of second and third person. This I have already explained you and you have already seen in this case. Okay. Now, if I'm talking about the perfect form first, let us see the perfect form. And there's no doubt with this, I hope, right? So now what is perfect form? Okay, if I have already given you an apple, right? In general spoken German, we say that I I have given I have given you an apple. Okay, something like this. So this have given form, right? How it is done, we will see now quickly. Okay, and okay, so here first what or I have done homework, something like this. Okay, I have done homework or task, something like this, right? So all these things we will cover with help of two or three verbs, four verbs, and then we will move to Präteritum, and that will be all. Yeah. So you have already seen what is Machen, right? If you are doing something, that is Machen. So how conjugation will happen? Is Mache, du machst, ergs macht, wir machen, sie machen, and ihr macht. This I am just telling directly because we have already seen in present, right? I'm talking about now present, revising. Okay. But now how it will be in perfect. So first what you have to do, always do the like I have done, right? So first is and do the conjugation for have, haben, right? Conjugation of haben. So with is, what will be the conjugation? Is habe, right? This you already know, right? And for the last one, just see Makhan, how it will be done. I'm telling you. Just remove the ending, put te, and in the beginning, put gay. Okay. So now it will become what? Gay, gay plus mark plus what? Te. Always gay marked. In regular verb, I'm telling. If it is marken, okay. If we are talking about marken, and we are seeing the perfect form of marken. So first, what you have to do? First, the subject plus haben form. Accordingly, you have to do the conjugation for haben. Okay, that we have already learned. Is habe, du hast, er, sie, has, hat, wir haben, ihr habt, and sie haben. Right? That is done. So conjugation always you have to do for haben, and nothing you have to do at the end. Just put this for the verb. For example, here we are saying what? Done. So machen. So gemacht. Okay. So now if I am telling I have worked, for example, let me just say I have worked, right? I have worked. So work is what? Arbeiten. Just see here what we are trying to do. So I have, this will remain same, is habe, right? Is habe. What we have to do for arbeiten? We have to see the form, right? For perfect form. So what we have to do? En you remove first thing. So ge plus root you take, and then I told you always put te, but here it is already te, so always TT, right? E will also come. So it will become is habe gearbeitet. Okay, I have worked. Or now let us take another example. Machen we have already seen. Is habe gemacht. Is habe gemacht. Okay, I have done. I hope till now there is no doubt. We are just seeing the overview, okay? And then I will explain you in detail with few more example here. And if there is any doubt, please feel free to ping and tell that you have not understood. Okay, cool. All right. So now, if I say that I have eaten, right? Eaten. Let me take another subject so that it will become easy for you guys what I'm trying to do. Let me rub this. First, we will see the regular verb. Okay. So, machen, and then we will go ahead with some other verb. Okay. So, regular verb is always easy, right? So, machen. Machen is the regular, and weak verb you can say. Weak verb. Why weak? We will see. So, I'm saying he has done, right? To do is machen. To do is machen. Now let us see. First, first two. Subject is er, and has conjugation haben. We have already learned. What is that? Is habe. Du hast, er, sie, and es hat. This we have learned already, right? In many classes, I have explained you the conjugation for G and haben. So here, this will come because er, right? Er hat. And now for perfect, I have told you the rule. Ge for regular and weak verbs. Okay, ge. Machen. Machen was the verb. Remove this. In the beginning, put ge. So mark and put te. Okay. Ge plus mark plus te. So this becomes gemacht. So now it becomes er hat gemacht. Okay. So if I say you have done it, so what it will become? Du hast gemacht. Okay. So if I say you have done your homework, then it will become du hast deine Hausaufgabe gemacht. Okay. Or it will depend on the verb what you are choosing, right? I'm just explaining you, so I'm not going in complicated, sentences. Okay. So now let me do here one thing. Okay, conjugation, let me, for your benefit, put a simple one. Okay, let me start with the most easiest of all verbs, that is what, given. This is in your syllabus for A1. Okay, this is very simple, so you may use this. Okay, given. So now let us do the conjugation. If I am talking about what, if I am talking about the present, is gave, do givest, ergs gift, we are given, ear gept, right? There is no change for other thing except second and third person. See, do, ergs. So given, here this is irregular, here this will be changed, right? In this case, so this e will change to I, but for is, via erg, nothing will change, right? So here it will be given, take here, remove this, so is gave, do gift, see, e change to I, args gift, it will be same here, right? And for via, nothing will change, via given, yeah, nothing will change, just remove this and put te. Okay, ear gift, gg given. I hope in present there is no doubt. Now let us go to what, perfect form. So I have given. Okay, now sentence is I have given. So I already told you for haben, so is habe, du hast, ergs hat. See, I'm doing conjugation, for forget about this, haben conjugation I'm doing here. Okay, so haben, wir haben, ihr habt, Gigi haben. So there's no doubt with this haben conjugation. Now let us see the proper way how to make this one. As per the rule, I have to do the conjugation for haben. So I will say is habe, right? This is habe. Till here there is no doubt. Now given, right? How this will change? Will it be like what we learned just now for regular, ge plus remove this, gave, and then put te? No. Here this changes. Okay, so this will remain the same. Okay, so this is what you have to learn. Okay, for many verbs the rule changes. Okay, for regular it will be always like gemacht, gemacht, gearbeitet. Okay, so these arbeiten and all is what, regular verb, machen, gearbeitet. So this will not change, but when I'm talking about given, okay, so this will be gegeben, gegeben, is habe gegeben. So when I said you, so du hast gegeben. When I say he has given, so er hat gegeben. This will remain the same. This will not change. Okay. This, whatever you see here, this will not change. What will change? Only the second, the main haben form will change. Okay. The last form will not change. Only what you have to understand, that first will be gay, and here this will remain the same, given, in this case, because this is not regular. Okay, so here I will say du hast gegeben, du hast gegeben, she has given, this is she, right? Sie hat, this is sie hat gegeben. Gegeben will remain the same. I hope till here there is no doubt. Now let us take one example. Okay, and then I will check whether you are understanding what I am telling you. This is the most easiest. Perfect is not difficult. So what you have to keep in mind, let me write here again, subject. First see the subject and do the conjugation of haben form. Okay, and then perfect form you have to make, ge plus root of verb, okay, plus en or te, or based on what it is. If it is regular or irregular, we will see, right? So now if I say he has given him, he has given her an apple. If I'm making this sentence, how I will make this sentence? This is very, very interesting. If you are understanding till now, there will be no doubt. Okay, let me explain this sentence so that you can make sentences later on. So now if I say he has given, forget about her an apple. Okay, so if I say he has given, so it will be a, and has haben conjugation is a heart, right? So I will write a heart. And given, I have already told first put ge, and then given will remain same here. Okay, given, and this will not change. Okay, because this is how it is for given. So I said a heart given. If I was asking you only this, he has given, but I am saying he has given her an apple. So this, you see, the perfect form will always go at the last. Okay, and her an apple will come here. Okay, this you have to see, whatever I am explaining is very very important. Okay, so now I am saying a heart to whom he has given an apple, that person will come here, so dative. And what he is giving, that is accusative, right? Direct accusative. We have learned all this in the previous class, but I'm revising the direct object, because you are having apple in your hand, which is you are giving. So this is accusative, so apple is accusative, and to whom you are giving, the third person who will receive the apple, is dative, right? So now let me rub this and explain you now. Okay, now let us make the sentence. So I said subject plus haben conjugation plus dative whom you are giving, then accusative, and then perfect form. This is the pattern. Okay, so now I will say a heart, her, right? So her we have already seen, right? A heart, ear, what gegeben? Apple, right? So einen Apfel, and then last gegeben. See, if any doubt is there, you have to tell me, okay, that you have not understood. If I am telling now, let me rub this again. And if I'm saying he has given Ram an apple, he, or let me change the subject this time. If I'm saying I give Ram an apple, okay? If I say something like this, so how it will be? Okay, so now the sentence will be, see the subject. Subject is yes. So I give Ram an apple. This is simple. I have given Ram an apple. I have given Ram an apple. This is the sentence. Forgive me for the mistake. Okay, so we are learning this perfect form. So I'm saying, yeah. So is habe Ram. First, you will say is habe, and then whom you are giving, Ram, right? So is habe Ram. What you are giving, einen Apfel gegeben. I hope there is no doubt in this part. Okay. If there is any doubt, you have to tell me. I see the answer already coming. So now let me give you some other example. Okay. So I will say essen. Okay. Essen. Let us take the verb essen. This is another verb, and let me select another, sorry, let me select another color so that it is easier for you guys to get. Okay. All right. So now conjugation for essen, right? How I have eaten. I will say I have eaten. How we will make the sentence? Very simple, right? First subject is, and haben conjugation is habe, right? Is habe. So it will be is habe, and then essen, right? Essen, right? So here ge, and then gegessen. It is changing here. Okay, this form you have to learn, right? So it will be is habe gegessen, gegessen. Okay, is have gegessen. So if I say I have eaten an apple, okay, so it will be is habe what I have eaten, einen Apfel, and then last gegessen will come. I told you already that last will be gegessen, right? Gegessen. Sorry about this. Gegessen. Okay, this is gegessen. Ich habe einen Apfel gegessen. So now this will not change for anything. This will remain the same. So if I just change this guy, okay. So if I say you guys, if I say you guys have eaten apple, okay. You guys have eaten apple. You guys is what? Ear, right? Ear is you guys, right? You guys. So if I'm telling you guys have eaten apple, so how it will be? Can someone try in the chat? Let me see who can make this correctly. You guys have eaten an apple. Not an apple, apples. You guys have eaten apples. I will give you 30 seconds and then I will explain you. Okay, because still I'm explaining. So if you are not able to make this, don't worry. But if you are able to make it, meaning already you are learning. But if you are not able to make it, no worries. I will explain. Okay. Okay, so I see the answer, but that is not correct because I'm saying you guys. Plural is ia. Many people are there and I'm addressing to all of them. Yeah. So now I see the answer. Ihr habt die Äpfel gegessen. But here again, there's a mistake that I am going to tell you. What is the mistake? All right. Let me explain now. So you guys have eaten. Have eaten. Yeah. Now I see the change. Apples. You guys have eaten apples. So you guys first see ear and haben form of ear, you see habt, right? So haben was the main, right? Remove this and put te. So this becomes ear habt, right? Ear habt. If there was nothing, just if I'm saying you have eaten, then what would have been the answer? Ear habt gegessen. Gegessen, right? Gegessen. This you have to remember, right? This form you have to remember that Essen, gegessen. So ihr habt gegessen. But if I'm saying you guys have eaten apple, so what it will be? You will not eat an apple, right? You guys, there are many people, so all of you can't eat same apple, right? Yeah. So you have to see the plural form, Apfel. So ihr habt Apfel gegessen. So whoever tried this, okay, and got it right, you are already learning. But remember the first alphabet, okay? Don't write a small like ihr. So if you write like this in the exam, you will lose marks for these things because this is A1, right? And they will see each and everything, okay? But it depends on the examiner, but according to my knowledge they will definitely reduce marks, so please don't do such silly mistakes. Okay, so if I am saying we people, okay, we are if I say we eat apples, see now you guys learn so many things you have already learned, right? So we eat apple, so we are essen apple, simple. If I'm saying we have we have eaten apples. Okay, this is very simple. It will be wir, this is wir, and haben form will remain the same, wir haben. And what will come here? This will go at the last. I have told you the perfect form will always go at the last. So you will say wir haben Apfel gegessen. Gegessen. Simple as that. Now you have learned. So learn verb we saw just now, right? Let us do the conjugation for this. Let me first rub this. Yeah. So you guys can try doing already. Okay. So you don't have to stop. Keep pinging whatever you feel is right for whatever I have already asked and taught. Okay. So now let us learn about different verb. Okay, this is regular verb. Okay, we are learning regular, irregular, everything. But you have to remember in mind that what is regular and what is irregular. Now let me select a different color. Okay, and all right. So now if I say I learn, okay, grammar. I learn grammar. If I just say this, so you see lernen, right? This is what lernen. This I have already taught you guys, but let me do the conjugation here for lernen. So now let me go here on the top. So forget about this part for now. Just here, let us do the conjugation for lernen in present. Okay. So remove en, right? So is learn. See, learn will be the main. Lernen was the verb, we remove this, so main thing is learn, and here ending is a. So is lerner, du lernst, right? RGS learned, and then wir lernen. There is no change. Ihr lernt. right? And Sie lernen. Now let us do the conjugation for haben form, the perfect form. So if I'm saying I learn grammar, so I would say is, sorry about this, is lerne Grammatik. Grammatik. Okay. This is how you will say. But if I'm saying is lerner Grammatik or is lerner Deutsch, okay, something like something like that. Okay. So now if I say he learns, so ihr learned. But now let us do I have learned. Suppose you just finish it, you finished learning. So you will say I have learned. So how it will be? Simple. You have to remember the rule. First subject is, and haben conjugation you have to always do. Don't do the conjugation for lernen. Okay, do the conjugation for haben when we are learning perfect form. So for haben we already know that it is habe, right? You see here is habe, du hast, rgs hat, right? So already we know there's nothing big about this, right? So is habe, very simple. And now lernen. So first you have to put ge, and then you see lernen was the main verb. Remove this, put here the main gelernt, and then put te. So this is the rule for regular. So I will say is habe gelernt. So this will become is habe gelernt, right? So there's no big deal about this one. Perfect. So if I ask you that I have learned German, so is habe, what will be the answer? Is habe. First, what you are learning, that you have to put, and then this will go at the end. So gelernt. Is habe Deutsch. Okay, Deutsch gelernt. Deutsch gelernt. Okay, this is how you have to learn. Just a second. All right, cool. So I hope till here there is no doubt. Okay, now if this is clear to all of you, let us go to a different verb. Okay, and which is different category. Okay, till now we learned given, right? Given, this e was changing to I, right? And now let us learn a different category, lesen. Okay, lesen, lesen. So let me, if I say I read a book, this is very simple. Every one of you can now do it, right? Very simple. So read is what? Lesen, right? In present. So you will just remove this and do the conjugation. So how you will do the conjugation for lesen? Let me do the conjugation quickly. Okay. And let me see if you guys can remember this. Is laser. Lesen was the main verb. Okay. I have removed this. So root is this les, and we will see if it is changing or not. So here is laser, but here I told you that this E will change to IE, right? So do list, right? Do list. For this both it will change, RGS and do. So air list, this will be same. But here there will be no change. Here it will be te, air list. So air list. You see, these things you have to learn by heart, okay? So ZZ lesen. Now, if I'm saying, let me now go to, then if I say I read a book, it is very simple. Is laser what? Sorry, is laser ein Buch? There's no doubt in this part, right? But now, if I'm saying I have read a book, if I say I have read a book, right? If I'm saying this sentence, so this is perfect form, right? So how you will do? Lesen first you will put here, okay, and you will put gay, and for your information this is irregular because this changed, right? Lesen became IE, right? Just we saw. So this will remain same here, en, okay? So not a, it will be gelesen. So what will be the answer? Is habe, is habe, I have. First you make for read, right? I have read. So is habe gelesen. But what have you read? A book. So which will come before gelesen? Which will come before gelesen? So ich habe ein Buch. So see how the structure you have to remember in mind. Okay. So first the subject, then haben conjugation, and then the object. Okay. What you are learning, and then the perfect form. This is the order. If you mess with this, you will make mistakes. Okay. So now if I say ich habe ein Buch gelesen, if I'm asking you a question that they have read books. Who can make this sentence? They have they have they have read books. Let me see who can make this sentence little quick for me. I will just wait for the first answer. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. I'll wait for another 30 seconds and then I will proceed. The question is, yeah, so yeah, good. So they have read books. So they have read. First, what you will say? They means many people are there, right? So haben will be haben only. There's no change with G, right? And book, right? So I will say Sie haben. And first you see read, right? Forget about books. So gelesen. Ge. This is the form that you have to remember. Gelesen. This doesn't change. Don't put T here. Gelest. That will be wrong because this is irregular, strong, right? So Sie haben gelesen. What they have read? Books. So Bücher. Many books, right? One book was their book, but plural is er, Bücher, right? Sie haben Bücher gelesen. I hope you guys have understood. So if I say you guys have read books, very simple. Ihr habt Bücher gelesen. This will remain the same. This will not change. Ihr habt Bücher gelesen. Simple. No change. Now let us go because now we are left with 20 more minutes. So I will go to Präteritum, and later in the next class I will give you guys the form of perfect form for many verbs in one document, or I will just scroll through or provide you one PDF. Okay, and then you can go through and memorize those perfect form. Okay, so now let me just revise what we have learned. Okay, and with the help of the same verb we will learn the Präteritum form. Okay, all right, so we have just let me see what all we learned. Okay, three verbs we learned, right? Just let me write here for your benefit, and then we will see the Präteritum form. So lernen, essen, and given, and lernen, essen, given, and what we learned? Gallant. This is what we learned just now, right? Essen. Okay, all right. So now, Makan also we learned. So four verbs we have learned, right? In perfect form. So if I'm saying I have learned, so the answer will be is habe gelernt. If I say you have eaten, the answer will be du hast gegessen. Du hast gegessen. If I'm saying you guys have given, the answer will be ihr habt gegeben. If I'm saying you guys have, done it, okay, you guys have done it. So ihr habt gemacht. Okay, if I'm saying we have done it, it will be wir haben gemacht. I hope this is clear. Now let us see the Präteritum form, the past form, right? So for example, if I say I ate an apple, okay? So before I explain you this, just for your information, that this form, I ate an apple or I have eaten an apple, I have eaten an apple, are used interchangeably. Okay, so this is not like English. Okay, this is German. So while you speak, if you say ich habe einen Apfel gegessen, so that means I ate an apple, because in German you don't have many form of tense. Okay, you have like I eat an apple or I have eaten an apple. That's all in present, right? Finished. So now if I say I ate an apple, it is very simple, right? Which we will learn now. But I have eaten an apple is simple. Ich habe einen Apfel gegessen. So now this you have to learn the form of eaten in Präteritum form. Okay. So how we will do for lernen, essen, given, machen, we will see all these four. Okay. So now let me first change this for lernen. Okay. This is what regular and machen. Machen. For a regular verb, this is very simple. There is no change. Like we see ge plus learn plus te, ge plus remove this plus mark. For perfect I am telling, and then te. This is gelernt, gemacht. Now for Präteritum, what you have to do, this rule you have to keep in mind, guys. Very simple and very important. Okay. So just see the verb. Okay. Learn. Okay. Okay. And then put te a. Okay. These two things you have to add. Okay. This is very, very important. If you learn this concept, then you will be able to make sentence very easily. And I will explain you the, let me here go and let me do the, just a second, let me clear this out for you guys, and then we will have fun with this. Okay. Just let me rub this out. Okay. All right. So here, um, so I say I made it. Okay. I made. I have made. I'm not saying. I am saying I made. Okay. Something like this. Okay. I'm saying I made or you made. Okay. You made something like this. Okay. They made. He made, she made, and all that, right? So now you see machen, right? So remove this and put what? Te. So now let me again here put it for your reference so that you can remember this. Mark was the root, and what you have put? Te. So like you have learned the conjugation for, the modal verb, similar it is in Präteritum. This concept, if you remember, okay, this will be very, very handy and very helpful. So what we did for modal verb können, first it changed to can, right? So I say is can, do can. First you put what? Can, and then put here st. This will be canst. Args will remain same, right? First and this will remain same, can. This will be same anyway. So but here we are, there will be no change. This will be main, we are können. So now how it works in past form, this you have to remember now. Okay. You have to see here carefully, and if you see this carefully, you will have never doubt. Okay, you will never have any doubt. So now, so mark, put the main here and put te is marked. Okay. Okay, is marked, and this will be same as the third. Okay, first person and third person, rgs will be same. This three will be same like is. So is marked. So first what you have to do, take the root, add te. Okay, is marked, and then here again marked, marked, and you have to put markten, marked at, marked, and this was there already, putte. Okay, z markten. If you have learned this concept, okay, what we did, that you have to carefully see that markta, marken, marken became one te here, markten. Okay, and you remember how we do conjugation. So I just don't want to confuse you guys. So first what you have to do, take the root, okay, and put te in is form. Always remember the is form, and rest everything is very simple in Präteritum. So markta, okay, is markta, do mark test and put st here, mark test, and args same markta. Always it will be same. Remember this point that is args in Präteritum, always it will be same. Okay, and here Machte was there, always en will be there, right? In vf form you have already seen always en, so already e is there, so don't put another e, don't put machten. Okay, don't put like this. Okay, this will be one a only. So now I hope for this year Makhta was there, put one te. I hope this concept is clear to you guys. If that is the case, let us see some example here, what we learned. And similarly for SN, what will happen? Let me rub this so that I can explain you clearly. First, you have to see the form of is, okay? SN form. SN is what for is in Präteritum. This changes to as. Okay, this is not simple, this is not regular. Okay, we have seen this is not like machen. Okay, this is machten. Okay, but here this changes. Here what happened, machen didn't change, we took mark only, but here sn is not s, here this became as. Okay, so this become as. And now the rule is simple, I already told you that just keep copying this is, and args will be same, so this will be also as, right? And what I have told, just remember the is form, keep adding what the last thing for do what we are adding, te, right? So this should have become a stay, but you already know that this is double s, so don't put one extra s, so this will be asked. Okay, and now let me go down. This is very important, guys. If you are learning this, then you are getting via always ending will be an, so asan, yeah, what, te, right? So g asan. So now if you have understood this thing, let me see if any doubt is there. Just a second, let me see if there is any doubt. All right, there's no doubt. If that is the case, let us move and do some, sentences for this. Okay. So now, if I say, forget about learn and because this is very simple, right? Now let me rub this and do for SN. So if I say, I ate an apple, right? This is very simple, right? So this, what you have to do, put is here. So guys, concentrate here very carefully because this will be your backbone. If you learned this concept, then you will be not confused. Like many people, I will tell you till B1 or even B2, they don't know the conjugation in the past form. Okay, so they are never confident enough to speak this. Okay, but if you learn this today, you will have never doubts. So we are covering all this in A1. So this is A1 and A2 stuff, but people have difficulty in higher level also because they never practice so much like we are doing. Okay, so now let us see. SN was the verb. This became in past as, right? So is as einen Apfel. I hope we have eaten enough apple. Okay, so no one will have any doubt in this one. So now, if I just give you that they have, not they ate at apples. Who can make sentence for this? Okay, you have to just see the is form of SN. Just keep in mind is form, okay, in past, and do the conjugation. If you have any doubt in conjugation, I will explain again, but I just want to see who can make this sentence. They ate apples. If you are not able to make, no worries, I will explain. Let me see who is the first person. Who is that first person? Let me see. Perfect. This is perfect. Very simple. Nothing much in this, right? Very, very simple. So G is form is us, and I have already told what is us. Do, do. Let me write here clearly. Is us, do what? Just see this. and put here te. Don't put st because this is already double s. Don't put double s. Okay. Args, args. I have already told this will be same like is form. So as guys, this you have to carefully see. Okay. And now via. So what it will be? Put is form. So see the conjugation and Präteritum is completely different. What you have learned in present form, that rule you have to keep in mind. But for past form, this technique you have to keep in mind. Okay. So here what you have to do? Asan, via asan. So they or you, informal. Again, this will be same like via. So there will be no change. Ian. But if I say you guys eat, you guys, yeah. Again, see this one for is form and then put a. Very simple. Yeah, asked. So now let me see who can make this sentence. Okay. And then we will go to another verb. Okay. And then we will close the class. Okay. So now if I will say that you guys have eaten, you guys ate banana. Let me see who can ping here in the chat. Let me see who is the first person. Guys, do quickly so that I can move further. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. So banana that you have to see. Okay, if you are eating many bananas, what will be the? So I have not covered the plural topic. Okay, plural I should have taught you, but we are concentrating mainly on important stuff. But I will teach you for how to make plural also in some of the classes later as we progress. But for now, it's fine. Yeah. So now I see some change, and that's better. Okay. So all right. So now let us go to next one. Okay. Um, you you read or yeah, this you read. You have read these two things, right? We will see quickly. So here, if I'm making this sentence, this is very simple. Du hast and lesen, gelesen. It will not change. Don't put te because this is irregular strong. Okay, irregular. Lesen, this changes to list, right? In case of a, right? And do also it changes, right? So e changes to ie. It doesn't remain same. This is not like machen. Okay. So here this will be gelesen. But if I say you have made, then I will say du hast ge plus mark and then te. Du hast gemacht. Okay. This is very simple. Now if I say you have read, du hast gelesen. If I say you read, okay. Yeah. So lesen, this lesen also changes, right? Who can guess what will be the change? I have already told you the trick. Okay. Let me see who can guess it. But if you are not able to guess it, don't panic because this is something which depends on the trick that I have told you. Okay. All right. So, yeah. So I already told you that this A, like it changes here, here also it will change last. Okay. It will be last. Okay. So now on the top, what we say, sn, this sn, this a became a, right? Because this sn, this e became what, a. Similarly here also in the past, so lesen, this e will become a. Okay. So last. So I will say I read is last. Okay. But if I say you guys have read, sorry, you guys read it. Okay. For example, he read newspaper. Okay. If I say this sentence, okay. So what will be the conjugation? I already explained you is form, and then remaining is very simple. Lesen became last. Is last means I read. So do, put here what do. Can anyone try? Simple. I told you that put st, but s is already there. So don't change this. Okay. Don't put double s and all. So do last. Okay. And if I say he, see, it, args, it is very simple. It is same form of is. So last. So why I'm explaining you all this again and again, so that this gets inside your brain and it never comes out. Okay. So this will become a last. Yeah. A Zeitung. Very simple. Yeah. He read a newspaper. I know you can make. Okay. All right. So now let me see who can make this sentence the first. Okay. So we read together. We read together. We read together. We read together. Who can make this sentence? Together is Sujaman. Together is Sujaman. We read. We are not reading now. We have already read. So that is past form. We read together. Who can make this sentence? You have only 30 seconds. Okay. Whoever will make first, I will go ahead with that. No, we are. This is not a, right? Not he. We are we. So we are, yeah, that's correct. That's correct. So we are last and then put en. So in mind, you will think what I'm doing. Is it right or wrong? This is perfectly all right. If you know the rule, what I have explained you now, you will have never doubts, okay, in life. So we are lasen zusammen, okay? So we are lasen zusammen. We read together. So now if I say we we did the homework together. Who can make this sentence? Machen. To do is what? To do is machen. Let me see who can make this sentence and I will explain then. Okay. So we did the homework. We did the homework. Guys, do little quickly because I have to cover 2-3 more things and then we'll close this. Okay. Another 15 seconds and then I will explain. Yeah, this is what I was trying to see if you are able to make it quickly. Yeah, perfect. So lesen became las. So we are lasen die Hausaufgabe zusammen. Okay, right? That's how you will make it. All right. So now I have covered these. If I would have asked you, we have we have done the homework together. So wir haben die Hausaufgaben zusammen gemacht. Gemacht will come at the end. Wir haben first gemacht at the last, right? Wir haben gemacht, like we have done it. So what we have done it will come here. But gemacht will always go at the end. This is regular verb. So ge will come, machen, take the root, put te. Okay. So now wir haben die Hausaufgaben gemacht. Okay. Die Hausaufgaben gemacht. I hope this is clear, right? So I'm not going to go in much detail for this one. Now let me see if I covered for, so let us see this another example. We ate apples. Why I'm giving apples? Because I know if I change this, you may struggle. So just for concept, I'm giving you same. Okay. So what will be the answer? We are. Who can make this one? Yeah, we asked. But why this I is capital here? I don't understand. Please don't make such mistakes. But if you are trying to do it in hurry here, so that's okay. Yeah, I know that you know already, but don't repeat in the exam. Okay. All right. So we are asked Apple. I hope till now everything is clear. We have learned about several topics, but we have not seen sein and haben past. which you will find very rare. German teachers teaching you everything, but this one I have not taught you. So what happens? This sein in Präteritum becomes war. So be am becomes was, right? So now what will become is war. Do, take here. Same thing here. Put st, right? Do washed. Args, what it will become? Args, same like first. This is past. You have to remember this. In past, the rules are very, very simple. It is not difficult. Is war. Args also war. Because first and the third person will be always same, because this is iswa, do washed, args war. And when I say wir, so take war and put en, and gg also worn, same like wir. But what happens with ear? So take war and put te, simple. Yeah, what? So if I am saying he was sick, if you have to make this sentence, it is very simple. You will say air was became what? War. Air war, right? And sick is krank, right? Air war, krank. So if I say they were ill, okay, or sick, it will be G waren, because see, G waren krank. So we will practice many more, this conjugation in the next class, okay? That will be just practice, okay? And I will show you some, recorded, there will be recorded video with, the conjugation of many, maybe, 30 to 50 verbs that you can refer later. But the concept is this, what I have explained you today, okay? If you have understood the concept, then you will have no doubts going forward. And this is like your first step to, you can say, A2 and B1. Yeah. So if you are knowing this, then you can make many sentences. Let me summarize. I i i learn grammar. I learned, sorry, I have learned grammar. I learned grammar. See, these sentences you can easily make now, right? So here, this is present form. So lernen, you will make the conjugation very simple. Is lerner grammatic? What? So I have learned. So learned what? It is regular verb. Learned, right? So here lernen was the main verb. Okay, lernen. Remove this, right? Put ge here and put te here. So gelernt. So gelernt. So this is regular verb. So is habe gelernt, right? So I have learned, I learned it already. So here what will happen? Learn and te, lernte, right? Is lernte grammatic? I hope this concept is 100% clear. If that is the case, can you just give me a thumbs up that you have understood each and everything, because we will have test also on this topic in the next class. And I will give you some 15 questions, and I will not speak anything, and I will explain at the end all of them without being slow. It will be very fast. So, all right. So if you have any doubt, okay, please do comment in the comment section that you have not understood anything, and then I will get back to you. So thanks for your time. I hope it was, helpful, and we will meet again probably tomorrow if I get time. If not, then I will let you know. But 90% chance that we will meet tomorrow. Okay. So see you tomorrow. Okay. Bis morgen. Danke sehr. Ciao, ciao.